Hey everybody, welcome to Semi-Infinite Regression, Infinite Regression Limited Edition. I don't know what this is. Regardless, welcome to it. Oh god, this is gonna be sluggish. Ugh, I don't know how it's gonna go, but let me just, I just feel like talking. Honestly, you know, uh, my lovely wife, whom you are aware exists. Uh, you know, I tricked an absolutely delightful human being into loving me for reasons that are unknown even unto myself. So, congratulations, me. You did it. Uh, anyway, but for real though, I was talking with her about this, and at first she was very concerned that I would be creating a YouTube channel, and then she saw how it was going, and she was like, this is kind of journaling for you, right? I was like, yeah, because I hate journaling. Ugh. Writing journals, I'm just bad at it because of the expectation, because of the requirement. Like, day by day, doing the thing. Like, I, I, I can't get excited about that every freaking day. Because honestly, most days it just feels tedious because, um, it's like the mechanic. You think what he wants to do at the end of the day is work on his car at home? No, he does not. Plumber doesn't want to fix his toilet. The electrician doesn't want to work on his wiring. The pool boy doesn't want to have sex with his own wife. Just kidding. What? What is it? This is a joke from when I was in a band, and one of our drummer got a job as a pool boy, and we had a running joke about how he would be, like stooping every middle-aged woman in the place, and that if the husbands came home, he'd just be like, "Hey, what? I'm the pool boy," like as if that were an adequate explanation. So I just talked you in on a joke that is not that funny, little racy for YouTube, given the squeaky cleanity, the cleanity, the cleanliness, cleanliness of the YouTube. Obviously, you cannot have people be talking about stooping the neighbor's wife. That's illegal in the Bible, even. Um, anyway, so yeah, we used to joke about that with our drummer. He's a good guy. Wonder what he's doing now. Haven't seen him in years, and since I quit Facebook, last I checked, he was directing hip hop music videos, which good for him. Like, he went to film school. Oh god, the Rona, it got me. It got me right in the throat. Oh god, Rona, no. Let go my throat though. Oh, we got undead whites. Hold up. I gotta turn on my audios. There we go. What? Is he behind me? Anyway, regardless. But yeah. Fix that, Rona. I just want to get on here and talk about, like, what a miserable time I'm having as a teacher today. Just really, really not a great time. First of all, like, we have these essays that we're supposed to do in every single class. The old writing across the curriculum, which wouldn't be a bad idea if all the teachers who were not English teachers didn't absolutely suck at teaching writing. I don't mean like, oh, I'm eating a granola bar while I do this because I care about the quality of my content. Um, it is peanut butter flavor. It's delicious. Anyway, so, um, yeah. So I was supposed to get the materials together so that my drama class, like my English classes, we don't worry about it because we already write papers in there and I teach them how to write like somebody who knows how to write. And like somebody who teaches writing at the college level and not just the high school level because, you know, I also teach them college classes. Anyway, so I am a bit of an authority on what it is that they expect out of your writing in college, you know, because I go around expecting it out of people's writing in college. So things be what they is, things are what they be, and we gotta do this stupid assignment. Well, I've been so depressed lately and down and just tired and just like bothered by it all that I haven't gotten that assignment together. Why not? Because I'm depressed. Like, I'm just freaking depressed. I'm sorry, but I'm depressed and it's getting to me. And there are a lot of things that I'm supposed to be getting done that I'm just not getting done because of the crippling depression that I'm having to face. And why is it that I'm facing crippling depression, you ask? Because I'm a freaking educator in America in 2021. It's a garbage year. Everybody acted like the turning of a calendar page would make all our problems disappear. Nope. That's not how it works. That's never been how it works. Because if some of your problems are, you know, things like a global pandemic and systemic racism, you know, those take a little more than calendars to fix them. Don't mind me, I'm just getting water because this granola bar is delicious. So, first hour, I feel like a failure because I didn't have the materials ready. But we are practicing a play that we are going to be putting on because we want to do a play. Because it's freaking important that we be able to do a play. Because I'm, you know, like, drama kids rely on drama class being normal for a sense of normalcy in their lives. And drama kids are those kids who are not getting a sense of normalcy anywhere else in many cases. It is a safe haven like nothing else for people who don't have a safe haven anywhere else. Like, you wonder why, you know, why so many LGBTQ kids end up in drama. You could say, like, oh, well, certainly those homosexual men have a flair for the dramatic. Well, first of all, thank you for your stereotypes. They are not needed here. But number two, like, it is a place where two things happen that are absolutely beautiful. The first thing is that you enter a safe space, a judgment-free zone. At least it's supposed to be, and I work hard to make mine that way in my classroom. You know, you enter a space like, you know, I had a student not that long ago reveal that they hold up, sneeze. Oh God, I think I got some allergies working on me. It's springtime, you know how it be. Anyway, I had a student reveal that the happiest time in their life was when they were a furry, and the entire class was like, "What? Oh my god, that's so weird!" And I was like, "Really, really? This is where you're gonna draw the line? Like, really? The really? After everything else, in a classroom full of trans kids and gay kids and non-binary kids and like everything else, like, really, you're gonna get judgy on furries? Really?" And that's where I left it. I was like, come on, like, for real, this is not even a thing. Like, don't make a deal out of it, because it ain't no deal. To say nothing of the fact that, like, one of my, like, gender fluid, pansexual, former drama students once got busted for furry paraphernalia on campus in an inappropriate way, which that is a long story. And I'm like, come on. I couldn't tell them that story. I could be like, hey, you remember this person? Well, what they got caught doing was, and then the whole class would be like, what? Because I'm not even supposed to know. I don't even know how you know what? I do know how I know. As a matter of fact, I remember. Regardless, long story. Let's not get caught up on details. So first of all, is that, like, is supposed to be a non-judgmental space. And so if you are LGBTQ, like, how badly do you need a non-judgmental space? Like, come on now. Come the frick on now. And that is number one. Number two is that if and that's just not for the LGBTQ kids. That's for a lot of kids. Like, I have a lot of kids who get judged and harassed and harangued and bullied and treated poorly in other areas of their life, but in drama they can be a friggin' glittering golden god. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be what you need to be. Like, I was a big freak nerd in high school, and I struggled with that because I did not want to be a nerd. I wanted to be cool, and I struggled mightily against my own impulses, and I did not engage in a lot of nerdy behaviors simply because I was like, well, will girls like me if I do X, Y, or Z? And my friends would be like, come on, play D&D, play Magic the Gathering, read comic books, all the things. And I was like, no, I want to do things that make girls like me. And guess what? You know what girls like? Here's a hint for all of those of you, like, out there who are like, what do girls even like? And it's also, coincidentally, the answer to the why do girls like bad guys question. You know what girls like? Confidence. They like confidence. They like guys who are confident. They like guys, because girls like feeling secure. And what makes you feel more secure than being with someone who knows who they are, has a solid handle on it, and is like, nah, this is me. We're good. Like, that is... Heck, I'm attracted to that. Shoot. Anyway, and so that is the answer. That is the answer to that query. Now, why did I get off on that tangent? I don't freaking know. But the fact is, people need a place to be who they are and to feel like they can be confident in who they are, no matter how they're treated outside the drama classroom. So that is reason number one why you get a lot of LGBTQ students in the drama classroom. Number one. Number two is that the beauty of drama class is that you get to stop being yourself for a minute. You get to be somebody else. And sometimes when being yourself is kind of freaking tedious, which, like, don't act like no matter who you are, I'm sure that Barack Hussein Obama, who seems like a delightful human, you know, I'm sure there are some days when he's like, do I have to be Obama today? You know what I'm saying? Because of the expectation and the burden of being the man that he is. And so, like, he might not want to feel like being Obama all the time. And people always expect him to be Obama all the time. And maybe he just feels like, can I just be Michelle's husband for a minute? Because think about how lucky that fool is. He's Michelle's husband. What the crap? And he gets to be Barack Obama. What the junk? Anyway, lucky you, Barack Hussein Obama, with your Terry sounding name. I would trounce them skloinked. Anyway, I wish some Terrys would come on this plane. Regardless, if you don't know what I'm referencing there, sorry. It sounds like I'm making fun, but I, pretty well guarantee that Obama would be all right with it, given his past experience. Those of you who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, just agree with it and move on. Anyway, so yeah, you get to not be yourself for a minute. And when you are a kid who is harassed, harangued, and persecuted for being yourself, guess what? This is a freaking delight to not be yourself for a minute. If what yourself is somebody who gets treated like crap for being exactly who you are. And so that's why you have traditionally and will always have a lot of LGBTQ kids in drama. You just will. Anyway, I don't know why I started talking about that, but I was talking about drama class and me not being fully prepared and me feeling super depressed and not having my materials together. And like, I don't know how that tied in with the LGBTQ students, but I'm sure it did at the time in my brainy brain. But yeah, I was feeling crappy because I wasn't as prepared today as I needed to be. But you know what? On the plus side, let's be honest. I came in, I was feeling pretty crappy, and I've talked myself out of it because I'm like, oh, I'm providing a safe space for LGBTQ kids. Like, this is important work. Anyway, so yeah, that is a good thing, and I feel very proud of it. Like, if I do nothing else with my life, if my life accounts to nothing else than to say that there were a handful of LGBTQ kids who felt more accepted because of something that I did or a program that I helped build, like, winning is good enough. Stick a pin in it and call it a life. Like, that's solid. That's a solid piece of work that you did right there. So something that I'm definitely proud of and that I want to do more of in the future. So anyway, yeah, and I'm kind of proud. Like, I have so many students graduating this year, so many of my drama students. The old guard is leaving me. They're leaving me high and dry, and I got to create a whole new generation of drama kids. But guess what? We're going to do it because we do it, because it's a good time. And so we will see. We will see how it goes. Although I will tell you that, like, it's not going to be without drama. Oh, them drama kids bring drama. Nobody brings drama like drama kids. Oh, I can just see it now. I'm already thinking about a student who told me today that they want to take drama, and like, I know that one of my other students, at least one of my other students, like, full on hates this kid. And I'm like, oh boy. I mean, I shouldn't have to give a crap about that, but I do, because, in a math class, you just don't sit those two kids together and you yell at them if they get into it with each other. Easy, simple. In drama, like, they're gonna have to interact. There's gonna be stuff that they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to take to the stage together as part of a play. Part of the cast of a play. They're gonna have to work on scenes together. They're gonna improv together. This is just, you cannot avoid people in a drama class. You cannot, like, if you're involved and they're involved, neither one of you is a shrinking violet. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not gonna go well if you think that you're not gonna see this person. Ugh. Anyway, but it won't be the first time that I've had drama in the drama. You dramatic drama kids and your dramatic dramas. Of course, I was never like that in high school. Pacha. Anyway, I better get to all of my points. The thing that's pissing me off is that, like, I have to do this reteach stuff. I would go in and teach classes that are not my students. I have to teach them, English skills so that they can take this test. In America, we are so freaking stupid. We're like, how do we make our schools better? How about we do more standardized testing? Okay, is there any freaking statistical study, any data that shows that standardized testing is at all good for students, or that it's even accurate in showing what students know? Oh, we could show basically the exact opposite of that? Okay, well, let's do more testing then. It's like, what? What the crap? No Child Left Behind. I'm looking at you. It's true. No Child Left Behind. I believe it was the first bill signed by Jorge Bush on his first day in office, and what a piece of work that was. Like, just, ugh, really? You know what? I'm going to get rid of all this red grainstone because it's freaking trash. It's ugly and I don't want it. Anyway, so we do all this testing and it's fairly pointless. And the garbage of it is that a portion of my pay is determined by whether or not students do well on these tests. Now, it made a little more sense when they were actually my students, but anymore, they're not even my students. They're somebody else's students because I teach a different grade level. It used to be everybody had to take them. Now it's just a certain grade level. And it's like, well, these aren't even my kids. And they'd be like, yeah, but a portion of your teacher evaluation is going to be based on how last year's kids did on this assessment. And it's like, oh, so do they try hard on this assessment? Oh, no, they don't try hard on it at all, because for the students, it means nothing. It doesn't go on their permanent record. It's not... They don't gain anything by working hard on it. They don't lose anything by not working hard on it. So how hard do you think the students are going to work on this? Not hard at all. Like, just friggin' nothing. It's going to be a stinking pot full of nothing that I'm going to get from these students. Oh, I want the gravel. I don't want to get rid of gravel. Let's get rid of cobble. Anyway, so yeah, and I have to motivate these freaking kids and teach them stuff when they would rather be doing anything else. And it's a real pain in the neck. And I don't want to be there, and they don't want me to be there. And somehow a portion of my pay is determined, and I'll go in there and I'll give them, I have a habit of telling students the truth, which is like, not a great habit. It'll get you in trouble from time to time. I have a friend who got fired for telling students the truth because apparently you can't do that in the state of Utah. Anyway, what? It happened. she got fired, and it's some bullcrap. She's an excellent teacher. Any faculty would be lucky to have her. She was a department chair. She was a department chair who got fired for stuff that was covered in her standards. Like, what? What is that all about? Anyway, so I go in there today and kids are acting up right off the bat. And so I was honest with them and I'm like, look, I can't win here. I'm like, look, let's be honest about what the situation is. Like, if this were a regular class, then I would have your grade to hold over you. And you would know, like, oh, if I don't pass this fool's class, like, I'm going to have to take it again. And he's the only one who teaches it. So I have to take it again from him. And it'll just be more and more of this. So why not pass it the first time? Like, there'd be an actual reason to do anything and to do reasonably well. But these kids, like, they're not getting a grade for this reteach stuff. All they're getting is in trouble if they don't do what I tell them to do. And that's it. That's it. That's all they got. So is like, hey, are you guys gonna be in here and pay attention? No. Do you want me to write you a referral? I don't care. Like, what? All right. Then I have so much leverage as a teacher. Oh, the power. It's just a rush to the head of all the power that I have in this situation to make things not the freaking worst for myself and for the other students in the classroom. A kid gets it in their head that, like, oh, this guy can't really do anything to me that I care about. Well, there goes your authority. And that's the thing, is that your authority as a teacher, here's why teaching is terrifying. Because at any minute, and I just tell my students straight up, this thing that most teachers hope their students never realize. I will tell them, Locke and Rousseau, we know this, that the right to govern is derived from the governed. And so, like, if we as Americans decide all together that, like, the police don't have the power to police anymore, and we rise up against them, then we're not going to have police anymore. Like, that's the way that goes, and if we decide that, that the governor is not the governor and we rise up against him and there's mass insurrection. I'm not just talking about like a few yahoos taking a dump on the floor in Congress. I'm talking about we the people, like all of us together. Like they cannot handle that kind of power. And so anyway, it is so easy to be outnumbered when you're a teacher, to be outnumbered by people who don't freaking want to be there and who don't want to do what you need them to do. And it sucks. It really sucks. It sucks big time. But, like, if you tell them straight up and you just say, hey, look, this is the position that I'm in. I need you to cede power to me so that I can do my job. And if you let me do my job, I will try and make your job at least semi-interesting. And we'll see what we can do from there. But if you don't let me do my job, then it's going to be trouble for everyone in their job. So, yeah, that's how I approach that situation. But it is terrifying when you realize that, like, oh God, if one of these kids realizes that, like, that I'm just a dude who, oh, what? Oh, hey now. If one of these kids realizes that I'm just a guy, like, how's that gonna go? Nice. It is not gonna go well, is the answer. Like, you can't just go around being like, yeah, my teacher's just a guy and he has no power over me and like I don't cede to him the power to teach the class, therefore he can't teach the class. Like if that's how you're walking around thinking, then guess what? You're right. And if you're thinking like, you know what, this guy seems like he's on the level, and that if I give him the power to teach, that he won't abuse it, and that he will use it in a way that actually benefits me in any way, shape, or form, then yeah, then you can actually get a thing or two done. And that's what I try to do. But today it was not working. This freaking kid who thinks he's so hilarious has got a comment on everything. Try and get it off. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Oh, I've got like 2 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, you get some smart mouth kid being smart mouth, smart enough with his mouth, and what are you gonna do? Not much you can do, unless you're willing to write him up during a period in which he's supposed to be just basic English stuff. Anyway, that's the bell. I gotta go. It's kind of a crap day as a teacher, but you know what? It's all right. I got them gay kids, and they are delightful, and I like them, and I think I've helped them. So I'm gonna hang my hat on that. Try not to hang it on the other stuff. Anyway, bye.